Tax day problems, thousands of apps, and Tesla halts the Model 3. Hi, I'm Rob Anspach from Anspach Media, and welcome to Season 2, Episode 77 of What's Trending. If you're just tuning in, what I do is I take some of the trending subjects found on Facebook and give you my spin, my take, my thoughts, my opinion. Well, we got three of them. Let's just jump right in. The first one, today is tax day in the U.S. And I guess everybody is waiting to the last minute because the IRS was experiencing technical difficulties. And it says on the last day, Americans can file taxes. Well, it's the last day, really technically, that you're required to file, but people file afterwards. They get an amendment. They do all kinds of stuff. Anyway, it says taxpayers should continue to file their returns as they normally would. Well, if they're having technical difficulties, maybe it's web-based, maybe it's processing-based, maybe whatever it is, how are they supposed to get their taxes done? So, I guess you just have to fill out the forms and mail them in and hope that your post office is open. But don't procrastinate. I usually get my taxes done February, and if I owe money, then they get sent in today. Why give them a couple more months of my, using my money? I can wait. So that's my tactic. What's yours? Do you guys file early, or do you wait till the last minute? Comment below. Oh, excuse me. I can't breathe. Must be tax day jitters. Or it's just thinking of this next one here. Thousands of Android apps may be illegally tracking children. That's if you have children. That's if you care about these apps. It says thousands of free popular children's apps available on the Google Play Store could be violating child privacy laws. It says, and this is according to some new large-scale study. You know what? I'm sure that there's plenty of apps, not only in the Google Store, but in the iOS, the Apple Store for Apple phones, that still haven't cleared all these new privacy laws. Now, a lot of them are being updated, and that's great, but I still think that there's a lot of stuff out there that gets tracked, a lot of information collected, and they already know who the target market is, and they know who, what these games these kids are going after. So, I kind of control to an extent what my kids play, especially my grandson's going to be 5 in June. He already loves the iPad. He's got it loaded with games, but we only keep about 5 or 6 games on it at one time, and then we delete it and he starts some new games. I take precautions. I don't want the kids to be dependent on these things or grow up. I mean, he's 5 years old now, almost 5 years old, and he knows how to use these devices more than most kids. So I think you really need to go out there and enjoy life, read a book, get outdoors, and these kids need to learn how to, just embrace life instead of being near these devices all the time. That's just my opinion. What do you think? Well, Elon Musk, I don't know if he's worried, but it says Tesla halts Model 3 production as firm scrambles to improve automation. It says that Tesla struggles to hit the targets for mass market electric car after reeling from excessive automation and mounting pressure. Well, right now there's not much government oversight in how these electric cars are made. Tesla is being put under microscope for some of, I think some batteries exploding, some cars, doing some weird stuff. But I don't think Elon Musk is worried too much. He's got he's doing space stuff, he's doing tunneling, he's doing cars, he's got his hands in so many different things that, the wealth is spread out a little bit. He's protecting himself. He doesn't have all his eggs in one basket. And, this is kind of what I teach my entrepreneur clients, is that you can't always put all your full backing into one social platform. You can't just say, well, I'm only going to do videos on YouTube, or I'm only going to post to Facebook. You have to be able to spread it out. Because if one of those platforms would cease to exist, and you have all your livelihood, your videos or your posts on those platforms, you're done. So it's always good that you're posting to multiple platforms: Facebook, Twitter if you care for Twitter, LinkedIn especially, YouTube, and always put your videos on a second source, whether it be Facebook, whether it be Vimeo, because right now YouTube is really restricting what you can and can't video-wise put on their networks. And they're curtailing a lot of things that should be protected. But again, it's their playground. You have to abide by their rules. So if you can control the playground, if you can control that platform where you're putting your content, great. Until then, put your content in various places, and that way it's your business isn't going to falter if one of them fails. If you'd like to learn a little bit more about what I do, visit me at unspachmedia.com. I'm slowly losing my voice. Well, that's it for today's show. Join me tomorrow, where we do this Monday through Friday. And thanks for watching. Oh, and if you're seeing this on YouTube, you got to subscribe and press that bell thingy for notifications. All right, adios.